Good morning, Mr. Hazelwood. It's Matt Barker calling with the Edmonton Police Commission.
How you doing, sir?
Good, yourself?
Not too bad. Can't complain, but no one would listen even if I did, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Where do we start, I guess?
Well, I can start. So I can help you with the process, but not even the process, because the Commission's legal authority in these matters is simply what we stated in the letter that was sent to you.
Okay.
Which is communicating that after an investigation and review of the allegations, the service has determined that the complaints on those two particular files, 1057 and
0356.
0354, are happened outside of the time limit prescribed in the Police Act.
Okay.
And then the Commission's role to communicate that to you. So there is no decision-making, review, or appeal ability to the Commission. So I noticed you sent me...
Yeah, well, part of the complaint was actually there were files in there that were actually not time barred, so that the fact that they would just say this whole file has been time barred is rather absurd, if you ask me. I mean, there was complaints of defamation. There was allegations made by police that of some pretty vile nature, and rather disturbing, in fact. To have those complaints just overlooked and just generalized into this one complaint, and said that they were from 2013 to 2017. Well, that's absolutely ridiculous, because, I mean, I talked to this officer, Miss Mora, and oddly enough, she was the approving officer of my arrest on these vile charges. Had I opened the door that day, I would have been back in the remand center on some pretty fucking sick charges. And I'm very glad that I didn't open the door to police that day, because for that reason, I'm not in jail right now. Yeah, so I don't know what to say other than that's a pretty shoddy investigation as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not sure where we go from here, if there is anywhere to go. As you say, there's no appeals or anything like that. So I beginning to wonder myself, did they even read the file? Or did they just lump it all together and say, fuck it, we'll just dismiss it?
Yeah, and so it's, they have reviewed the matter. They've done, their due diligence on both of them. They've reached a conclusion on, as we articulated in the letter to you, the only path forward for you is
civilly.
Anyone can take a matter to Court of King's Bench.
Yeah.
But you have to retain a lawyer, file, and the court would have to assess if they want to review the matter. But after a careful review, the service has determined that those particular matters, and I know you have other outstanding concerns with them, but those two particular matters are outside of the time limitation set out in the Police Act. Okay.
Well, as far as they're concerned, however, the complaint, even the email I sent to you regarding that matter, it clearly shows that it was valid and it was within the time period. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than the fact that I stated it clearly. I don't know what to say about that. I guess I will pursue civilly, obviously. They're going to answer for this regardless. I'm not going to let them off the hook for this. This is absolutely absurd and ridiculous what they've been doing. And I just won't stand for it. And the chief of police will be in court that day, and he's vicariously liable for everything. And I guess civilly is the only way to go about this. And that's truly unfortunate, because, well, it is what it is, I guess. All right.
Yeah, and you'd have to, my recommendation would be secure legal advice to assess, what your path forward is, and if what your chances are if you wanted to go to the next survey Court of King's Bench to assess that. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fully prepared to do that. Actually, that's not a problem. I'm familiar with the court process too. However, yeah. So the other matter is this cop that you showed the file to, as I see in the letter here, that the officers were notified. This cop's outside my house, and yeah, I'm not too happy about that. The fact that you guys would show him that. I guess you could say. I mean, I'm off of my conditions now in my CSO. I'm not too worried about it. However, it disturbs me a lot greatly that to have this officer still pursuing me, and for what, other than a vendetta? It's rather absurd.
So there's an obligation for us to share the outcome with the subject officer or officers.
Yeah.
So we are bound by the Police Act to do that. So.
Okay. Then your position is it's time barred, and
we don't take a position here at the commission. The commission's role is set out in the Police Act.
Uh-huh.
The commission's sole responsibility in these circumstances is we don't make decisions. We don't review these ones. We
okay.
don't play an appeal role.
Okay.
So that the Police Act stipulates that our simple role is to convey the decision of the service that it's out of time.
So you're just like the messenger.
That's what the role the Police Act sets up for us here.
Oh, well, and there's no way to talk to the director, I guess. Probably not.
The director.
Oh, the chair. Sorry.
No, again, the chair approved the letter and directed any further.
So okay, so then according to you that they did a thorough investigation themselves then?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I guess then I'll just say that investigation was negligent, and I will see them in court too, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you can choose whatever legal path forward you feel is necessary.
I hear you, sir. I know your hands are tied. Okay, well, that was really reassuring. Anyways, other than that, I guess there's nothing really much more to say.
Yeah, I think you have you decided how you want to proceed, and just
I have no choice. Yeah.
Discuss how to take that forward.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your call, sir.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
Appreciate it. Bye. Ridiculous.